Hey, how are you doing? Bill DeWeese here, voiceover talent coach. Have you mastered the read style that will allow you to take advantage of the ever-growing, continually growing e-learning market? And are you using the one tool available in your arsenal that may allow you to grow faster than anything else? We'll take a look at these questions in just a moment, right here on this week's DeWeese Directive. Hey, Bill DeWeese here from voice-over-training.org, voiceover talent coach with this week's DeWeese Directive. Every Wednesday, I provide you with a tip or two to help you grow in your voiceover career and your voiceover business. And this week, I have a performance and a marketing tip. And let's get right to the performance tip. Have you mastered the read style that will allow you to take advantage of the ever-growing e-learning market? Companies and they've been doing this for quite a while, but continue to look more and more to train employees online as opposed to investing in the time and the expense of doing classroom training. If you have not tapped into that market, you are missing a huge profit opportunity. And the great thing about e-learning is that e-learning is not nearly as demanding in terms from a performance perspective as recording commercials are. To be effective in e-learning, you simply need to do a couple of things. One is relax, be yourself, be engaging, act interested, and share the information in a one-on-one style. And if that sounds overly simplified, well, let me reassure you that it's not overly complicated to do. And just to illustrate, I've pulled up just a bit of a script here. And the reason I bring this up is because I hear some people who really approach e-learning from the standpoint of they're afraid to be overly engaging because they're thinking, well, it's corporate, so it needs to be a little more stoic. For instance, all markets, such as stock, bond, futures, or currency, have periods of up, down, and even sideways movement. Even when an asset rises in value, it doesn't rise in a straight line. Instead, it usually rallies, pulls back, and rallies again. So either too stoic of an approach, or perhaps coming from a more commercial background, may over-animate the read, something like this. All markets, such as stock, bond, futures, or currency, have periods of up, down, and even sideways movement. Even when an asset rises in value, it doesn't rise in a straight line. Instead, it usually rallies, pulls back, and rallies again. That would be over the top. Again, what you're looking for is a nice medium pace that's engaging. In other words, you have to act like you're interested in the content that you're talking about, and just envision that you're sharing it with one person in a way that they can understand in a very casual type setting. So for instance, here's how I would approach the script. All markets, such as stock, bond, futures, or currency, have periods of up, down, and even sideways movement. Even when an asset rises in value, it doesn't rise in a straight line. Instead, it usually rallies, pulls back, and rallies again. I do a lot, and I've recorded thousands and thousands of e-learning projects. And the reason that I'm selected to do so many of these projects is because I am very comfortable with the idea of delivering the content as if I'm sitting in the office with them, delivering in a one-to-one, conversational, yet engaging manner. So if you're missing out on that market, it may be because of your read style. So reevaluate your read style so that you can be more competitive in your marketing efforts and in your auditioning for those kind of jobs. Now, I also have a business tip for you. Are you utilizing the single most powerful tool in your marketing arsenal, which is, are you ready for this? Drum roll, please. The cold call, the dreaded cold call. And I've addressed this topic in earlier YouTube videos that I've recorded, and so many people that I talk to, I know they're terrified because it's the fear of rejection. And if there's one thing that we as performers fear most, it's rejection. We love to know that people appreciate and like what we do, and we want them to like and appreciate us, as well as our abilities. So the idea of having somebody get angry or yell at us on the telephone or tell us to never call back or leave me alone, is very concerning to many voiceover talent. Let me tell you this, in the 8 years that I've been a voiceover talent, and I've made many cold calls, I have never, ever, ever had a negative experience. The worst thing that's been told to me is simply this: we really are not in need of new voice talent at this time. At which point I politely thank them and hang up. It's really, again, if that sounds overly simplified, well, that's how it works. And really, the secret in doing cold calls is to ask the question, are you accepting demos from voice talent? Next week, I'll go into more detail into how to be effective in your cold calling. But that is your business building tip for this week. Also, want to share with you a testimonial that I just received today from Roger Bueller. Roger participated in my voiceover fast track class in September. And here's what Roger had to say today in his email. When is the last time? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on just a second. No, that's not it. Here it is. I started marketing myself last Monday, and within the first week, I got my first 2 paid gigs. One was for a horse trainer in Australia, and I was able to upsell my script writing services based upon the advice that you gave me in class to make sure that the script always included benefits, not just features. So within his first week, he landed 2 gigs, and Roger emailed me. Actually, this email he sent a couple of days ago, but we're just coming out of a holiday weekend, so I just got it today. But he emailed me just a few hours earlier today to update me and let me know that he has landed 2 more voiceover jobs since sending that email 2 days ago. So congratulations to Roger. And if you're interested in getting involved in my voiceover fast track class, simply drop me an email at voiceoverexpert@gmail.com. I'll get you all the details. As a matter of fact, I am busily working right now in outlining all of the training, the classes, the live events, one-on-one workshops, the multimedia recorded support products that I'll be offering in 2014 to help you grow in your voiceover career, and I'll be sending those out very shortly. So if you're not on my email list, make sure you do that by going to voice-over-training.org. Hey, thanks for joining me this week for the Due East Directive, and we'll be talking very, very soon.